I've been watching Netflix with shared password, and I was watching some different shows, man. And I was just seeing some concepts, man. I was seeing some shows. I'm into some different things and shit. I was watching this joint called Homecoming, and it was like this couple. They was doing some emotional cheating, is what I saw. And it got me thinking, man, about emotional cheating. You know what I'm saying? It really did. Because I'm like, yo, well, that shit is like low key. I don't know. In my opinion, look, it's worse. I don't know. It's worse, but like, I don't know. Is emotional cheating really cheating? I hear this all the time, man. It's become more of a norm thing. I hear people talking about they work wives and work husbands. You know what I'm saying, and things of that sort. You know what I'm saying, and being very committed friends as well. The layers of friendship. How many friends then turn into other things? Ultimately, that's a conversation for you and your therapist. But is emotional cheating really cheating? Rome, you sound like you look like you about to get spicy. Go ahead, man. What you think?
Oh, bro, emotional cheating is 100% cheating. I tend to agree with you what you said originally with it low key might be worse. It could be worse. I think it's the matter of opinion, though. I actually had this conversation with a friend not too long ago, and I mean, her take was, okay, so I'm saying emotional cheating is worse, but she's like, you physically cheat, somebody gets pregnant, now you have a whole baby with that person. You know what I mean? That starts a whole nother, can of worms. So I mean,
Mm.
it's a deep convo, bro. But I tend to think emotional cheating is a lot worse, just because to me it feels as though you you allowed that person to really come into who you were, and like get to know you, and y'all took it somewhere that you would only let certain people take it. So what does that mean for you and the person that you were with? Did you stop opening up to them? Did you start closing yourself off? You know what I mean? So it's just like, to me, if you're gonna do stuff like that, then you might as well end it altogether. Physical cheating could oftentimes be, I was drunk, the vibe was the vibe. I'm probably never gonna talk to this person ever again. You know what I mean? It seems like a little bit easier to forgive and move on. But the emotional cheating, that's a little deep, because even if you move on, who's to say you're not gonna open up to the next person that you click with?
Yeah, man. Nah, that's real, man. That's real. That's real, and that's valid, bro. T, man, what do you think about this joint?
I mean, cheating is literally in the word. So, yeah, emotional cheating is cheating. But I I guess when I think of it, where's the line that you actually enter the realm of emotional cheating? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is that boundary
That's a good
crossed?
question.
Because like, what? How do you negotiate a friendship between something that's more than friendship if you're not being intimate? If you're
I
not being
think I think it comes down to the vibes, bro. Honestly, it's like a discretion thing, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion. But I think it's a discretion thing because ultimately, like, what's considered cheating and not cheating and things. Certain things are definitely, obviously, off limits, but like, obviously, I don't know. I think it's the intent, and I think it's the vibes. You know what I'm saying?
well. I mean, does emotional cheating have the intent to make the situation physical? Like, is that always the case?
I don't know. I don't
Because,
know.
like, all right, so
Gonna
like
have to do some more research on that.
to piggyback off of what Rome was saying, right? If I'm now opening up to someone and not opening up to the person that I'm in a relationship with, like, how do I determine if it's if that's just a situation of friendship and this person is easier to speak to and easier to communicate with, or
Ah, okay, I got it. So the
okay,
term emotional cheating describes a type of relationship between people. The term describes a bond between two people that mimics or matches the closeness of an emotional intimacy of a romantic relationship while not being physically consummated.
okay, so both people kind of got to be on the same page that like we're feeling each other,
To
but
some extent, So like
So
so
is
I'll
it the
give you an
dickies?
example.
Okay.
Your wife is on the phone with her friend as Marcus for about 5 hours every single day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no, because it just sounded so salacious. But like that's obviously that would be like that'd be a red flag. You know what I mean? So it's just I guess it's like
I get what
I
T
said
said though. I get
it
what T
depends
said
on the
because
vibes though. It really just
would that
depends
be
on
a
the
red
vibe.
flag though? Like, would that be a red flag? Like, I want to say it would be, but like T said, like if they're talking about, it is like how is that a red flag? Like, how do you say, oh, you talking to this mother? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the like? You know what I mean? Like,
You're funny as fuck. Yeah,
No,
no.
because
Yeah, you got a good point.
like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this conversation or how
Yeah.
long you're having these conversations, but these
Yeah.
conversations could literally be platonic.
Yeah.
yeah,
So like I said, it comes down to discretion and the vibes.
And then I'm controlling. So like,
yeah, then you extra because you like trying to control what's happening with shit. It's nah.
it's a fine line, but I do think that if two people are kind of have the like a bond where they both know, given the opportunity, they would take advantage of the opportunity and be more than friends, then I do think that's certainly cheating. And like Rome was saying, I think that's far worse than the physical cheating because I think physical cheating, like Rome says, you can redeem yourself from that. Like you can forgive somebody because 9 times out of 10, most people have either cheated or been cheated on, and kind of understand the dynamics of that. And whereas if a person is kind of falling in love with a person or the idea of a person, like you, there might not be anything you can do to break that spell. That might have to run its course. So, like, yeah, emotional cheating is cheating. Is probably a worse form of cheating if all things being even and fair.
Yeah, I mean, what he said. Do you want to chime in, bro?
No, sounds about right. If you're saying that emotional cheating could lead into something deeper, then yes. Compared to just a hit and dash, it was just we both got fucked up. It was never supposed to get there, but it got there for some alcohol, or just because on a vulnerable moment.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
it,
feel
we
I
I
separate
don't
feel
I don't want to
ways.
poo-poo physical cheating either though, because if you're in a
Yeah,
committed
cause like
relationship,
relationship,
you should
yeah,
you should be, what I mean, you should. It can't just be, oh, I took some shots with the fellas, and what I mean, you should be stronger than that if really committed.
even both of them are worse regardless or not. Because like, what at one point are you afraid to talk to your significant other about certain things that you rely on another person of the opposite sex to do that with?
Maybe,
okay,
maybe
all right. I
Yeah,
had
there
to
you go, G.
educate myself on this joint, fellas. My bad, yo, my bad. So y'all
Right?
y'all making some good no, y'all making some good
Am I
points. Y'all
wrong on this? At what
nah,
point
honestly,
do you sit there and ask yourself like, why do I have to talk to another guy about this when I got one at the house? At
maybe
that point, do
that's
you not?
kind of the issue ultimately. Because like the partner is your real partner is feeling like you not sharing these things and you getting a emotional connection with somebody else. For example, so Angie is there you go. If you're having a personal connection with someone other than your partner and don't share that with your partner, that's emotional cheating. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair.
what if
I'm reading here also it says many of people who are emotionally cheating don't consider it to be infidelity. But here's an example. Here's another example. Sorry, T. I used you in the last example. Janice reconnected with Dean, an old high school boyfriend, on Facebook. The two started messaging back and forth and were soon sharing intimate details about the problems with their marriage. This sharing led to them forming an emotional attachment due to their feelings of mutual support. Before long, they were reliving their old courtship and wondering why they ever broke up. And they have so much in common. And now they like talking on the phone and shit. So it's not cheating in the traditional sense, but there's an emotional attachment that was created. And I think that's where the root of emotional cheating comes from.
What is
And to me, that's 100% worse. And maybe I'm coming from the perspective of a male. I love that Angie's chiming in. Shout out to Angie. We love female perspective. But to me, that's 100% worse because the dude that's messaging what was it, Janine or whatever in the example, the dude that's messaging her is coming from a position of power, really. Like, you're telling me problems with your husband and all this, so, like, you know what I mean, like, you don't have to see me on a day-to-day, you don't have to clean my underpants, you know what I mean, you see his dirty drawers all the time, like, you know what I mean, like, so it's almost unfair. Like, it's like T said, it's nothing you could do if you're the partner that's being cheated on emotionally. You have to just let it run its course, because they fall in love with the idea of this person because this person hasn't had to do with the real part of the relationship, which is the day in and the day out.
part that takes work?
Yeah.
But to a certain extent, though, I do think like situations like that, some of them, not all, right? Some of them are born of the fact that the one or both partners don't know how to communicate with each other. Maybe
Yes.
don't communicate at all.
I mean, but why would you be with someone you can't communicate with?
People are with each other for a variety of reasons,
You're
and love
right.
always.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's even T's making a good point. Let's dig even a little deeper. Part of the reason it would hurt more to be emotionally cheated on, and I think Scruff alluded to this too, is because the person is opening up to someone else about something that they may not have opened up to you about. So it has to do with a little bit of a jealousy factor. You feel like you know what I mean, like betrayed, like, oh, I wasn't, you know what I mean, like we've gone through da 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 da, and you are going to this person for that instead of me. So a lot of it has to do with possibly your own insecurities on why you weren't already communicating with your significant other, or why they didn't feel comfortable to come to you with whatever they come to them about.
I think there's that, and then there's also another layer of if you're the partner and they're sharing details that involve the other person, then
Mhm.
that's low key not your business to be sharing. It is, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
third party. You know what I mean? So that's a problem as well.
nah,
Yeah,
that's another good point.
yeah. Once you get to the point where like you're more or less hating on your partner to someone else, um, especially someone that you're attracted to or you like yeah, like that's to me that's worse than cheating. Be like now I'm like,
Yeah.
are you even my friend? Like,
Nah, real talk though. But I've seen this though. I've actually seen this. Shit, round the way, man. Back round the way, early days. I ain't gonna say no names, but I done seen this round the way. Shorty was messing with one of my mans. You know what I'm saying? And then she had a friend. You know what I mean? Just a friend, a male friend. They was talking a lot. That's how I started. You know what I'm saying? Then sneaking out. She going to bed. Oh yeah, boom boom boom. Hang up underneath the sweatpants. Got the freakum dress. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yo, and then shit. It turned out, it was ended up being more than friendship. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually ended up breaking up, and then you know she ended up getting wifing. He ended up wifing the joint. So now that's his girl, and then he ended up losing her the same way. But that's how life go. They come how they go.
I'm,
You get them how you lose them type shit.
relationships have so many crazy dynamics. I mean, but like, I think one of the issues that like leads to people emotionally cheating is like I think we have this idea of perception that your partner has to be like your everything. Like they got to do
Yeah.
your partner has to fill so many roles. Like I got to be your therapist. I got to be your security. You got to be your provider. You got to be your shoulder to lean on. You literally have to be everything. And I don't even know if that's reasonable.
Nah,
Like,
I be saying this all the time, man. Like, people were sold this Disney image of like a prince and a princess and the happily ever after, and like you get with your person and it's just good. It's just like y'all are just straight, and that's not how it is at all, bro. It's a lot like you saying, T. Like, you can't expect, and even you know what I mean, like you as a person can't expect someone to understand every aspect of your problems or issue or agree with you or you know what I mean. Like y'all are naturally gonna run into problems, bro. Like that's part of being human.
Yeah, it's part of that whole success is not a straight line, adage. Like, and that's true in all forms of relationships. Like, if you every form of relationship, you're gonna have issues. Like with your parents, you know what I'm saying, coworkers, your friends, your siblings. So like even within a relationship, a marriage, and you can't just run and still there's someone, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't. But also, everybody isn't easy to talk to. So I get why somebody would want to go and talk to somebody else. If every time I come and try to talk to you, it's something negative or, you react in a way that makes me withdraw, like I can see why somebody would want to go talk to just a kinder person, you know what I mean? Or a more receptive person. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
Let me ask
I
this
think
to
it's
y'all.
tough.
Let me ask this to y'all. Have y'all ever felt like you've been emotionally cheating? Like when you're in a relationship, have you ever felt
emotionally cheating.
like how yeah, like have you ever felt like you've been the one doing it?
No, like for me, right?
No.
I'm I'm more likely to physically cheat than emotionally cheat because, like you said, Rome. I think that's a little bit more egregious and harder to come back from. Imagine falling in love with somebody that's outside of your relationship. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's crazy.
So,
But I
like,
mean, to you made a good point earlier of saying like when does the line really like when do you really cross that line of being platonic and not? You know what I'm saying? Like when is it like oh your coworker wrote you like a note goodbye? Like you know what I mean? Like when is it like too far type shit?
yeah, like, are you bringing
I
up the
think it's like connect. I don't know. It's tough, bro. It's really a gray area, bro. But I think it's
Cause I've
connection.
I've
It's
had
like
like
really depends on discretion and discretion of the connection. It really depends. I don't know.
because I've had good friends and been like yo is this too friendly? Like you know what I'm saying? Like are we
Yeah, nah. That's true though.
I
But
mean,
real talk. Like if you're a guy, I don't know.
I
Most of my girlfriends in the past used to
I
be,
think in the
they were
back of
real
everyone's
conscious of my
mind,
female friends.
they know the line, right? In the back of everyone's mind, you know the line where your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife would be like, "What are you doing?" But that doesn't stop people. But I think that's probably the line, and that line is going to be different for different situations. But I think people know, like, all right,
yeah, that's a good way to put that
That
too.
is that is great. I get behind that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, if you feel like you wouldn't share it with your significant other, then it's probably emotional cheating. Safe to say.
all right. So I think we have a general consensus that this is emotional cheating is probably worse. But I got a kind of a different question. Is cheating?
Yeah, that really got
Say it again.
blocked
I didn't
out.
hear you. What
Yeah,
happened?
it
Yeah,
literally
run
went
that
out
one
right
back,
when he
Oh,
when he right when he said it. It was like,
the sixth train. All right, I said, is cheating really the worst thing that can happen in a relationship?
Is cheating really the worst thing that can happen in a relationship?
Like,
nah, probably
Nah.
not.
I mean, yeah, worst thing that can happen is death. Like y'all could, she
Yeah,
could murder you or some shit.
no,
yeah,
I'm
I was gonna say
talking
probably
as
not.
far as being wrong, right? I mean, murdering you is
Oh,
high.
you mean in terms of infidelities?
Maybe, sure, but like
In terms of transgressions of a marriage, in
transgressions.
terms of violations of a
Right.
marriage,
All right.
marital contract.
All right. So, what's worse, your wife emptying out your bank account or your wife cheating on you?
Ooh.
Hmm. Hey, don't let her do both. Don't let her do both, bro.
Cheating on me. Because you can always get money back. Money can come back, but your time don't come back.
That's a good point, G. I'm not mad at that answer.
My money could come. I could get money here and there. If you're a hustler, if you're a person that gets money always gonna come back to you. So that's not an issue. It is what it is. You know what I mean? She bought whatever she bought. But cheating is where like, yo, you don't spend emotional. You don't spend your time, your effort, all down the drain for someone just to be like, nah, you weren't good enough. I'm out. I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Do step out of line. And then if you're not paying that person with the same coin, when you just being faithful and they just, you know what I mean, you're being loyal, they go ahead and cheat. Yeah, nah, I can't do that. I'm gonna fuck around. What they say? Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Hmm. Nah, I'm with you on that, G. I mean, yeah, cheating is a
Like I said,
violation. Yeah, it's a
money could
violation
always
of
come and
loyalty.
go. Money could always come and go. But like that fact that you go and stepping on a line, when if you're not doing that to that person, yeah, nah, I can't. Like I
So,
said, is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Nah, but the thing
I'm gonna
about
channel that
emotional
in a Wayne
cheating,
Brady.
it's really like, yo, in the context of what it is, it's like, yo, ultimately, it's nothing until, you know, if you end up breaking up with a joint, and then her next joint is the one she was messing with, then you really know what the vibes was. You know what I mean? Like that's what it comes
hold on.
down to.
All right, let me try to spice this thing up again.
All right.
The G gave a good answer. Let me try to spice this thing up again. Can a person romantically love more than one person at a time?
Yup.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do, but yes, they can.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
see why not.
They
It's definitely
definitely can.
possible. It's definitely possible.
Why
You
could
know,
why could you not romantically, feel something for more than one person?
I
I
mean,
think it's possible. I
I,
think it's definitely possible.
it's so frowned upon, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's certainly possible.
I think if you're in the
Yeah.
dating process, you know, you're going through the dating process and you got options, as they say. You know what I mean? That's gonna that might happen, especially if you like a couple of your options.
Hold
You know, you especially and you might like them all both in romantic ways. It's not like you feel, oh, I like you in romantic way and I only like physically. You know, sometimes it's like that, but like, you know, sometimes it's not. You know, so yeah, it's true. It can definitely happen.
so your wife can love you and another guy.
Ah, you fucker. I
We
knew you were
didn't
gonna
say
spin
we
it
didn't say
back.
it was okay. We didn't say it was okay. We just said it's
No, I
possible.
said I
We just said
specifically
it's
outlined.
possible, nigga.
I specifically
It's
outlined
gonna be a problem.
a stage in life where that's possible. In a relationship, nah, no. In a relationship, it's about a union. So nah.
Honestly, in a relationship, it is about a union and whatever y'all, decide. If some people out there are fine with that, they're fine with it.
Okay.
Nah, I mean, some people like Jada
Yeah.
will, like Jada and Will, but I ain't trying to be like Jada and Will, man. Shit,
Yeah, J. Cole fucked that up. He jinxed that shit. Give me
yeah,
that Will and
well,
Jada love. I don't want that shit, nigga.
yeah, not quite. You know what I mean? But I
I
mean,
say this. It's a possibility, but no, you can't. I don't think you can love more than one person because it's always going to interfere each other.
he didn't say
'Cause
love, brother. He
what
he
you
said
said,
he said be romantically. What was the word? What would you say exactly, T? You
No,
said
I said
romantically something.
Romantically involved or something like that.
no, love. I thought.
you
Oh,
That's
said
not what.
love.
That's not what I heard. I heard
I heard
romantically.
romantic. I thought I had romantic feelings
No,
for.
Yeah,
Like romantically
yeah,
love. I like love like your brother.
Nah,
Like,
nah,
can
it's two
you?
different things, dog.
no,
We talking about two different things now. You
no,
making me sound
I don't
terrible.
think. I don't think
Nah,
that's. I don't
I
know if
don't
that's
know.
real love
I don't
though.
know if
That's
you.
more of a
I don't know if
lust.
you
That's
can
more of
love
a
two
lust.
women. You
Oh,
might be able to, but like I don't know.
no. You could
I
lust
think
for one
having
and love for
romantic.
other.
I think having romantic feelings towards someone is like implying like early stages potentially. I don't know. It's different verbiage, but whatever.
No, you just. I don't think you could love
Yeah,
more than
cause
one person. You can't. It's hard. Because how can
I'm
you
not.
love one person and give
I'm not.
her that attention and love the other one the same? Because they're both gonna ask you two different things.
you
That's
don't got
emotionally draining.
you don't got to give somebody attention because you love them. You know what I'm saying? I could be locked up and still love my wife.
No, the fuck you
yeah,
can't. You only saying that because you got a
yeah.
nigga next door to you. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? You got a nigga you sharing a bed with. And the closest shit you get to her when you get locked when you get those visitations. And nowadays I heard they don't even do that shit. You get video chats. You don't want you saying that shit now, beating your shit to some fucking
To
to a
me,
picture like baby I love you. Yeah, you love her. You ain't never gonna see another woman for a long time. You're like, oh baby, I love you, baby. You talking that locked up shit. The
Yo,
fuck?
crazy.
But let's be real, man. How many men don't go to jail, go to prison, do a good a 5 to 10 year bid? Be like, oh baby, I love you. Motherfucker come back up. My man, horny ass dog. Where you at? I'm trying to tear everything up. Done slayed every dragon he could see from sea to sea. Hear that shit?
All right. I was trying to spice it up, but that's all I got on that.
Yeah.
So what we got from this, emotional cheating is the worst one because physically it happens, you know what I mean? But you try to make sure that shit don't happen again. But emotionally will lead to bigger things. That's what we got out of this, right? That's what I got out of this. Emotional cheating is a lot worse
I
because
feel
it'll
like
always lead
I
to
feel like
another
we
bullshit.
sound like some straight up like this sounds like a conversation that was had by 4 men. We were like, yeah, the physical cheating, you can redeem yourself. Like I feel like we just pushed that to the side right quick.
We not pushing.
That's not what's said. That's not what's being said, dog. That's not what was being said. Yo, that sounds crazy.
Well, let's clarify that because I feel like we were just kind of like, oh yeah, you know.
No, we was just trying to clarify
wrong.
about emotional cheating because it was legitimately questioned whether or not that was cheating or not. That was what the question was. I mean, and like to me, it's hard to say. It's very hard to say.
Some people
you could look like an ass if you ask wrong and you got to slip somebody on the other side of slick. You might look like an ass. That's a fact. That's why it's a gray area.
Right, because some guys, when approached by their woman for doing something they shouldn't have done, their first thing is, we never slept together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their free card. But like if emotional cheating is more than physical cheating, then that shouldn't even be you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't help you at all.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Good ass sports. I don't know nothing about them sports, but I know they good ass sports.